Neil Hetherington, the CEO of the Daily Bread Food Bank, is here, joins us now live to talk more about this. Neil, this is a big deal. This is such an enormous issue already in this campaign here. What do you hope to get out of the candidates tonight in terms of understanding better their platforms?
Well, I'm thrilled that Daily Bread is hosting the very first debate. And it allows us to set an agenda, and that agenda is around affordability. And so you look at all of the different things that are troubling the city, whether it's the lack of affordable housing, transit issues. Many of those issues, if you sort of combine them together, people are unable to make ends meet, and as a result, they're winding up at food banks across the city in record numbers.
And speaking of record numbers, you talk about more tickets sort of being made available for this. How many people do you expect to be there tonight? There sounds like quite an, I don't mean to use the pun, appetite to be there, but a lot of people want to be there.
That's true. There's about 700, and I think that's a reflection of care for the community. So 700 people will go to the Daily Bread Food Bank. We have a large facility, and we've cleared it out. We've cleaned it up. We've got the debate stage all ready to go, and we'll be able to tackle some of the hard issues, and those issues being around income security, affordable housing, transit, those types of things.
I mean, you know, Neil, you and I have spoken so many times over the years, but in particular, you know, pandemic and post-pandemic now, the number of people showing up at food banks, not only Daily Bread, but, you know, just around the city, around the GTA is staggering. And a lot of those people have full-time work, but they still can't even afford to feed their family or themselves in many cases.
The numbers are staggering. So when we first had conversations at the start of the pandemic, we were seeing about 60 to 70,000 client visits per month. That number now in Toronto is 270,000. And so our next mayor has an enormous job ahead of them. They need to set out a clear vision that will enable affordable housing to be built so that people will be able to thrive in community.
What can a mayor, though, really do when it comes to an issue like, you know, food insecurity, poverty, that sort of thing? Because so much of this is tied into federal governments, provincial governments. What can a mayor actually do?
Well, I would like to think that they will set aside land from a city perspective, that they will have concrete targets in terms of number of homes that are going to be built, and show how they're going to be able to make those homes built and make them affordable to the city. They can make sure that transit is available to those on income security. They can make sure that that there is a community that doesn't tolerate what we currently are tolerating, which is individuals on disability receiving about $1,200 per month to survive on, and as a result having to rely on the Daily Bread Food Bank. And so they can advocate to the province for systemic change.
Yeah, lots can be done indeed. What is the format going to look like tonight? How long is it going to be? How have you sort of set this all up?
Well, we've got 3 questions that they're each going to respond to, and then we believe that the community needs to be part of the democratic process, and as a result, the audience will be able to ask some questions, and then we want a few sparks to fly, and so each of the candidates will have the opportunity to ask a candidate of their choosing a question, and so that will hopefully pry out, you know, how are they going to make this city an even better city.
And speaking of choosing, how did the Daily Bread choose the candidates that you would invite?
So we followed the Federal Election Commission has a process based on polling, and so the top 6 candidates were invited, and I'm pleased that 5 of the 6 are here.
Is there any chance you might substitute out Mark Saunders since he said he's not coming and bring someone else in, or is it too late at this point?
Yeah, it's too late at this point. We made the invitations. All the candidates participated in setting the format for the night, and so we will. But what we did for the remaining candidates, the remaining 300 candidates or whatever the number is up to right now, is we're allowing them to set out what their platform is on a blog on the Daily Bread website, so that everybody will be able to participate.
Makes sense. Good luck for tonight. Neil Hetherington, CEO of Daily Bread. Always good to talk. Thanks for the time today.
Much.
Appreciate this. All right. Did you want to get that birthday wish in?
And I think that it's incredibly important. It's not just me. It's Nana and Papa want to make sure that Jack Hetherington is well recognized across the city for his birthday today.
Absolutely. Okay. Happy 19th, Jack.